Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that he has ordered the military to expand the security buffer zone in southern Lebanon. He said the decision is aimed at strengthening security along the border following attacks by Hezbollah.
And in Lebanon, I have now instructed the military to further expand the existing security belt in order to finally thwart the threat of invasion and to keep the anti-tank missile fire away from our border. We eliminated thousands of Hezbollah terrorists, and above all, we eliminated the enormous threat of 150,000 missiles and rockets, which were intended to destroy Israeli cities. But Hezbollah still has a residual ability to launch rockets at us, and what I discussed today with the commanders here is ways to eliminate this threat as well.
Obaida Hitto is in Tyre in southern Lebanon. Obaida, following those comments by the Israeli Prime Minister that the Israeli military is expanding further its operations in southern Lebanon, what are you seeing on the ground, or what have you learned about that operation?
We've definitely seen an expansion of military operations here in the south right now. As you mentioned, I'm in Tyre. Just south of me is the Israeli border. And in the towns and villages on the coastline leading to the Israeli border, there have been ongoing battles between Israeli forces and Hezbollah. Israeli troops, the way I understand it, have actually entered into Lebanese territory along the coastline, reaching a town called Bayada, just south of the city of Tyre, where we are. Hezbollah said that they targeted those Israeli troops in Bayada today. There are also exchanges of fire throughout this western sector of the southern front. We're hearing right now jets in the sky, and over the last hour we've seen an exchange of fire between the jets and assumedly Hezbollah positions here in the region. We've also seen Hezbollah launch both rockets and kamikaze drones. One of those volleys was targeting Israeli troops inside Lebanese territory in Al-Mashab, according to the statement released by Hezbollah. We're also receiving reports throughout the southern region of Lebanon that's south of the Litani River, as well as in areas south of the Zahrani River. So the expansion of Israeli military operations in the country is definitely noticeable throughout the Nabateeh region. There were attacks today. There were also strikes on two medical facilities. There were paramedics that were attacked. And perhaps the most notable development today was the movement of Israeli troops further towards the Litani River, reaching a tributary of that river just south of a town called Qantara. This is not the Litani River, but the Israeli troops are advancing. And as we heard and you mentioned, Netanyahu is saying that he's given a green light to Israeli troops to expand this southern so-called security zone. But that's turning into a humanitarian crisis and increased and intensified fighting here in the south.
Obaida Hitto reporting from Tyre in southern Lebanon. Thank you very much, Obaida.